Okay, so I'm going to take my glasses off because I can't actually see. No, God. Typical, the dog's going to start. Hold on. Let the dog out. Come on, go.
What did he say?
Dog. The dog's going to start barking.
Yeah, just let the dog out. This is his usual walk time, so it's like, what's going on? Right, okay, so you're all right to start, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Says, okay, well, it's a huge hello from Scotland to New Zealand, and I have to say, this is not the way that I was expecting to see you next. You should have had a whole European tour behind you. I says, but obviously, COVID put a size 10 boot in that one. Like us, you must be gutted. But how did it affect the band?
I think it affected everybody, man. I think it's affected every band in the world, actually. Yeah. And so we're not the only ones suffering. But I think we're probably one of the most unluckiest ones that have happened to be releasing an album around about this time, you know. But there's not a whole lot we can do about it, you know. We've just got to make the best of the situation. That is what it is. And well, I think everybody's kind of winging it at the moment.
Yeah. We were watching it all unfold, and we had, you know, like half a dozen gigs here and then 20 or so in the UK and Europe, and watching it all get closer and watching borders close, going, hey, we have to pull this. And it all obviously comes down to the last minute because promoters don't want to lose any money or anything, but it just crumbled before our eyes, man. It was pretty heartbreaking, but like Nell says, you know, every band in the freaking world's got the same deal, so you just got to suck it up and make the most of it, man.
Yeah, but I was the same. I was just like, come on, no, because I mean, you got to think it's now 2 years since you've been over here. You know what I mean? It's 2018, so you know we've been desperate for it, and then thinking, finally got the dates, and then no.
Us too, man.
Yeah,
we would have been in Milan like today.
Yeah.
But instead, it's pretty cold and foggy and miserable here in New Zealand at the moment.
Well, if it's any good to you, I don't know if you've been to Milan, but it is a bit of a shithole.
Well, it's got a pretty amazing cathedral there, man. You know, like
that's it. See if you go 1 mile outside of there, Jesus, it's like a war zone. Honestly,
we had a really good gig there last time we were in Milan. We had a really good gig there. I really enjoyed it, Lee. It was amazing. Yeah. I mean, all of those European shows were amazing, and you know, we just couldn't wait to bring our new album Red on tour and show it to the world. And you know, and unfortunately, that's not the case at the moment.
We'll talk about Red in a minute. Right, so you've got obviously no new stories to tell us from Europe. So, but can you tell us your favourite stories from last time round in Europe?
Last time around Europe, fond memories of being in, maybe it was Spain or somewhere, but I don't think we had a dressing room.
You don't know where.
We're all sort of lined up ready to go to bed on the bus, and so the driver could drive to the next place, and just looking over and watching our manager brushing his teeth in the gutter, you know, with a bottle of water and standing over the gutter brushing his teeth. That's a pretty cool moment for me, man. It's like
that's not what you go for rock and roll, really, is it?
But you know, we had so much fun on that tour through Europe with Hailstorm and the loveliest people in the world, and we met a lot of cool people, and we sold a lot of records. So that's why it was imperative for us to get over as soon as possible. But you know, well, we're still going to do it as soon as we can. But it's a shame we're not there right now, and things are different for everyone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right, is your plan to get back over as soon as it's physically possible, or are you just desperate to get on a stage at this point, anywhere?
A bit of both, really. Hey, man, I'm just desperate to get in the room and play my guitar with the rest of my band. It'd be nice to be able to just even rehearse, you know.
That's what I was going to say, even the rehearsal.
I can't wait to get onto a stage, and I think Europe would be the first place that will be making those plans and process real fast, I would say.
Excellent. So yeah, I mean, as I say, we're desperate. So all it's done is probably take me from doing 4 shows to about 6 shows. So I'll be all over with you. So you'll be stuck with me.
Hopefully, Richie, you know, after the lockdown, everyone's going to be ready to party, and it's going to be a renaissance of live music and music and bands and stuff in general. Hopefully, so we can only hope.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of reading into it. I think one of the big ones for me, I think this year is that obviously I don't think there'll be festivals at all this year. You know, just because of the numbers. Like so, and I mean, my big one this year I think was Rambling Man because it's such a good lineup. So I'm like, okay, but I can accept it. See if they just start to open up the smaller venues and they start to say, yep, okay, I'll be happy with that. I just, as I say, want gigs. Okay, the arenas and the festivals have to wait a year. That's fine, but as you say, we just don't know, do we? It's just yeah. I mean, we'll know until the pubs open. I suppose that's when they get to go ahead.
I think a really good idea would be maybe to come down to New Zealand and chase Devilskin around on a nationwide tour. You know, there's always that option, right?
If it comes to it, it's going to be. I mean, the people talking is going to be to the end of the year. I'll be going anywhere. As somebody asked me the other day, I said about it's in a photographer's bit. I says they're talking about, oh, what did you miss about doing for photographs and stuff? And I says, guys, at this rate, I'm going to go to a kid's bloody nativity play and shoot it. You know what I mean? I'll do anything as long as it's live. I don't care. That's how it's getting really itchy.
Yeah. I mean, it's different for you here in New Zealand due to our geographical proximity to Antarctica. We don't get half the gigs that you get there, man. You know, and so yeah, I'm sure you're feeling it keenly. You know, being used to going out every weekend to see great bands and stuff.
I usually works out. I do between 2 and 3 a week. You know, 2 to 3 gigs a week, so you can tell you're like, there's always something you can do. So, but yeah, as I say, I can't complain. I've got the bar and the hot tub out the back. Music, although I did get the police called round the other last week because it was too loud at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hey ho. So yeah, if that's the worst I've got to deal with, I'll deal with it. It's fine. So yeah, you just got to make the best of it. That's it, isn't it? So, but right. So I believe, as I say, your lockdown is starting to reduce the restrictions. But how have you actually coped with it individually? How have you dealt with the whole lockdown scenario? Everybody I speak to is totally different. So
yeah.
Well, for me, I mean, we've just been locked in the house. Nick moved home because we're going to go on tour, and he didn't want to pay rent in his flat and stuff. So he'd moved home just before we're about to go away. So it's been really cool having him here at home. And you know, James has kept us pretty busy with interviews and promo. We've got a lot of promo going on in the States and Australia and stuff. So you know, we've been doing that. But I mean, we're not supposed to leave the house. Yeah. Unless it's for important things, and cops can stop you and ask you what you're doing and stuff. But so it's pretty dismal for everyone. But you know, I've got a motorbike, so I've been sneaking out at least every day and trying to go for a blast around the streets. You know, keep the mental health going.
It's essentially transport, right? So if anybody pulls me up and I'm on my way to the supermarket or something, but I mean, for me, I've really been enjoying it. It's like I've never really had a holiday away from work. So for me, this is like, you know, I'm spending time with my kids. I'm playing my guitar. I'm doing some stuff around my property. You know, I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. Well, I was. I'm back. I'm working now. So
it's a funny one as well because all you see on Facebook is like everybody. Oh, I'm so bored and I've run out of things to watch on Netflix. I'm still working as normal because I work from home. I work from telecoms, so we're classed as, you know, dealing as, you know, we still working. And I'm like, I'm just getting pissed off with people saying they're bored. I'm like, shut up. So I've decided as soon as lockdown's finished, I'm taking a week off. I'm going to get pissed for a week. And just wind everybody up the whole week. So it's a killer. But I was just going to say, you mentioned the bike, obviously, and what a fucking bike the pair of you have got. How did the whole thing with the Harley come about? What happened? Did they approach you or did you just looking? Because they are outstanding beasts. Those.
There's one Harley shop in town, you know, one big one, and I've been going in there for years, drooling over bikes I could never afford, and they had this big sale on, and I was pretty close. I was about 2 weeks away from actually putting some money down on a bike. When the manager approaches me and says, "Paul from Devilskin, come into my office." And I thought, what have I done wrong here? And he says, basically, you know, we want to sponsor the band and look after you guys and create a relationship with your band. And we want to build a bike to your specs. And I'm going, this is a wind-up, mate. Where's your cameras? You know, what's going on here? And it took me a good half an hour for them to convince me it was true. But, yeah, they just saw the synergy between our audience and their clients and wanted to support us. And, yeah, wow. Freaking.
Yeah, you must have looked at a happy man, eh?
Oh, I'm still pinching myself, man. You know, the most beautiful bike I've ever seen. And they built it for me at bed, you know. A lot of fun. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's you stick at something you're good at, and there's good people in metal. That's the cool thing, you know, and we're all loyal. The people that love rock and metal aren't going to change your stripes overnight, you know. And, you know, one of the guys in the shop grew up listening to all my bands and seeing us play all over the place and listening to my radio show and stuff. And, you know, he talked the owners into saying, hey, this guy's legit, man. Let's sponsor him. And so, yeah, everyone's happy, but I'm the happiest. Mel's pretty happy.
Hell, yeah. How are you getting on with it, Mel? Well, you okay?
Oh, I'm loving it. I already had a bike license, so when this whole deal sort of popped up, I was like, I hadn't ridden for years, and I used to ride when I was younger, but yeah, I just, you know, I hit a dog when I was younger on my bike, and I fell off, and it sort of put me off a little bit. No, I just never really got back, you know, never really went back to it. So when this opportunity came up, hell yeah, man, I was all over it, and I haven't really got off the bike since. I've been blatting everywhere, been enjoying it.
Brilliant. There is just to let you know, you may know or you may not know, but there's a big Harley thing in Scotland, and I think it's July every year. It's called Thunder in the Glens.
Oh, okay.
Harley drivers come from all over the world. They come the Ireland, everywhere they come over, and there's bands play as well. It's made a brilliant weekend. Karina, because she lived in Fort William, it's just up the road from her. And it's meant to be fantastic, so that would be something else we used to go and see as well.
Well, that sounds like Devilskin should be playing it. That's what
I'll go for it. Right. So, but yeah, it's meant to be outstanding. They do a big ride in and a big ride out, and it goes right through all the mountains and in Scotland. The mountains it goes by are stunning, absolutely stunning. So yeah, it's meant to be an amazing weekend. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm jumping the gun here because I've not even discussed Red yet, but it's coming. But has all of this spare time giving you room to write? Have you picked up? Are you writing? Is there
a little bit? Yes.
I think everyone's writing stuff, but we're all separate. We still haven't got together, you know. It's
yeah. So it's just ideas at the moment, you know. Yeah, until we can sort of get together in a room and arrange some bits and pieces, it's just sort of ideas. But I don't think the ideas never really stop, you know. I think we always sort of chipping away at it anyway. So if anything else, we've just had a little bit more time to do that. So it's been nice.
Yeah, we've still got like a dozen songs that we demoed for the album that didn't make the album that we're all still very excited about, you know. So we got plenty to go on with. I think shortage of materials never been a problem for us.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I can't put it off any longer. You released Red last month, although it must not feel like it because you only really sent it out yesterday, basically. They were only starting physical copies to get out there.
That's right.
To me, it's definitely the best album you've done. It's stunning, and I love all of the albums, but it is absolutely stunning. But how proud of it are you guys?
Oh, immensely. I think it's the best work we've done too, you know. And but I know that everyone just sort of put everything they could into that album. We sort of left the studio with an empty tank, you know. It was all out there. So, and the songs are personal, and everyone's delivery of the song is just spot on. I couldn't be happier with it.
You should be. You're a bit quiet there. What you got to say? God, you must be mega proud of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was letting Paul speak. Yeah, I mean, and he said everything that I was going to say, and he's like, we are very, very proud of it. It is our best work yet, and we just want to get out and play them to you.
Exactly. Right, and obviously with the lack of physical copies going out, the streaming went through the roof. What did you think when you started seeing the numbers of that?
It was kind of bittersweet because, you know, we obviously lose a lot not being able to send out the physical copies at release time. But yeah, seeing the digital numbers stack up like that was amazing. Yeah, it was heartbreaking having to do it in 2 lots because the government regulations said we couldn't send anything out, so had to change the physical release date back 2 weeks, or forward 2 weeks. So yeah, it's all finally starting to trickle out now. It's been painful as hell, and we've got the best fans in the world, man. They've been so patient and so loyal, and
They really
I think
have.
yeah,
They really
I think
have.
everybody understands
Yeah.
that the world's in a giant shitstorm at the moment, and no one can guarantee the post or anything. So, we're doing our best. We got stuff. We did like James did, I think, $3,500 worth of postage the other day, sending stuff out everywhere. So it's on.
I'm hoping my box set's in there somewhere.
It's in there. It won't be.
Yeah.
And you'll love it when you see it, bro. You'll love it. It looks spectacular.
It looks absolutely cracking, but I was like, I win that red vinyl. It looks brilliant. Must be great. I mean, as I say, you've obviously had the previous on vinyl, but coloured vinyl, that's, for me, that was always the thing back in the day. It was like, get the coloured vinyl, get the picture disc, those were the ones, And the good thing for me with the lockdown is it's like, we've been going out to the bar every weekend and just dragging out all of the old vinyl. Last week I took all of Karina's down at the loft and I was like, right, let's see what you've got. I haven't even been through her vinyl collections, so we're just sitting there going through it. So it's brilliant, but you just can't beat vinyl. It's just stunning.
It really is a great way to listen to music because you got this big image in your hand as well. You got the cover, and it's the way I've discovered music.
It's been awesome seeing people get the CDs or the vinyl and see them posting them up, of them playing it or opening the packaging or something like that. It's been great watching that. And it's only sort of just started, so it's only just been sent. So hopefully we get to see a few more of those images come through,
You see, well, the only thing with the CD is now I've got to the age where I can't fucking read them. You know what I mean? You open up the liners, the vinyl ones, you were like, yeah, this is great. You open up the CD one, but I can't fucking see it. Yeah, I know. Glasses.
Carrots. We need to eat more carrots and try these. Yeah, that's frustrating.
Exactly. Right. For me, the album is very diverse for yourselves. It's like, there's so much to it. There's so different, but it must be tricky to move away from, a formula for a band, because we've seen it happen in the past where a band's got a formula and they change and they fall in their ass and they go, oh, shit, we shouldn't have done that. But was it a real decision, or did the songs just happen and you went, nah, that's it, it's just an awesome song, we're going for that?
Very much that, I think, Richie. The songs sort of just happen. We try not to stick to a formula. The songs just evolve how they evolve. It's quite an organic process for our band, the writing of the music, the construction of it. And so we don't try and stick to a formula as such. So it is what it is, like they're all their own beasts. And it's good to see them come to what they are.
And like I say, we demoed something like 30 songs, and so it was a real fight, and we had to pick the best of the best, and we're all attached to this one or this one. We all had our personal favourites, and a lot of our personal favourites didn't make the cut, So it was kind of the songs that we worked on, we demoed them up to a certain point and then listened to them, and the ones that went on the album really put their hands up and went, we couldn't deny it. The song had to go on the album. Do You See Birds was the last song that we recorded, and the very last one to go on the album. Everyone was quite sure. And then once we'd recorded it, Jenny comes out of the booth and we're all sitting there with goosebumps after what she'd done. And she goes, I think we should open the album with a song. And we're like, fuck that. So a lot of the time the songs really...
Yeah, that's one thing too. Once you demo them and then you write the songs, once they're recorded, they become different animals. Sometimes the ones that you don't think were the strong ones record amazingly and can be the very strongest ones on the album. And then there's some really obvious ones that nobody can deny. They had to go on the record,
Yeah.
Sweet Release being one of those. That was a no-brainer. I think we all agreed that had to go on the record. That's, that's a favourite of all of ours.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I mean, like, I can't imagine that just not being on there, because it's just such a powerful song. It's just, I mean, it's heavy as shit, but it is so good. So talking on that, what are both of your favourite tracks?
It changes all the time.
I'm really enjoying the Victor because Nick's drumming on the Victor just absolutely gives me goosebumps every time I hear it. Sweet Release is really personal to me, and Nail's guitar solo gives me the chills every time I play it too. So my favourites change every day, but at the moment I'd say the Victor is the one that gets my blood going.
Yeah, cool. I think Do You See Birds? I love the song, but at the moment I just love thrashing it, and Eyes Red Heavy. Enjoying that too.
Was that planned to be part of the set list?
What's that? Eyes Red Heavy?
Do you see the birds?
Yeah.
Was it going to be on the set list? Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I can imagine.
It's rope punk.
Yeah, I think we're going to open the set with it.
That's what I would have thought as well. That's the one you go for. I thought, wow, that would be outstanding. That's a mosh pit straight for the start, and that's not going to change. Yeah, outstanding.
Yeah. I mean, we wanted to make a point. We wanted to make a point with this album as well, and show people your third album. There's going to be a lot of scrutiny for it always, and we wanted to make a really bold statement with it right from the very beginning. So that was the start of the album. It was a no-brainer,
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that just grabs you, that first track. As soon as you go on, you're like, wow. Yeah, and that would carry anybody to listen to the whole album straight away. I can just imagine it. It is just a stunning track. So, what happens to all the other tracks? Will we hear them?
Yes. Yeah, man, we'll make another album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you come out of this, we'll have 2 albums. We won't have to wait so long.
If you can guarantee plague or maybe alien invasion or something next time, I don't know how we're going to top that. But, dude, yeah, as soon as we can, man, we want to be back there because we've got so many good friends in your part of the world. And, just love to catch up and play these songs live for you folks. Yeah. That's all we want to do.
Okay, I'm going to be a bit selfish here because I'll let you know that my favourite track on the album is Sweet Release. So what's the story behind it? Because you can tell it's obviously a very personal song.
Okay, there's a young man over here in our hometown of Hamilton who's 21, and he had some mental health problems, and his parents got him put in a mental health institution, and he was on suicide watch, and they basically dropped the ball and let him go outside for a cigarette, and he took his own life in the river. He drowned himself in the river, and his parents have been, this is 5 years ago now, and his parents have been 5 years trying to get the hospital to admit some sort of culpability or, ownership of what they did and change the system so it doesn't happen to another kid. So this poor boy's parents, his name was Nicky Stevens, and his parents have really been through hell, not just with the suicide, but just trying to get a straight answer out of the hospital. So it's been it's in our newspapers every day for 5 years here. And so it was just a really, really sad story. And I just had this dream or a vision or something one night and sat down and wrote the lyrics. And we got to rehearsal and everything just came together real easy for it. So it just felt right, you know what I mean? And I ended up going around seeing the boys' parents and saying, hey, we've written this song and I want your blessing, basically. How do you guys feel about it? Because it's from their point of view, watching their son leave for the very last time. So, and it was super emotional. It was like, man, it was, a pretty incredible moment. I'm really glad that it went out there. It was super heavy, but they were lovely, lovely people, and they were just so blown away that their son was going to be immortalised, if you like, in the song. And, it was really cool. And to be able to add it to the album, super special. So it's
a beautiful song, and funny you touching on that because Karina has got a relative who obviously has mental health issues, and it's really come to the fore with this lockdown because they're not getting any support. Everything now is coronavirus, and like they've shut down all their helpers, all everything there. They've been left on their own. And it's shocking, you know what I mean? It's absolutely hellish because, you look at the coronavirus, it's not just going to be that's a toll, there's going to be so much other, there's knock-on effects, the cancer treatments, it's just, It's not, you know, you're not getting the full toll. And that's one thing that really riles me up with the whole coronavirus is that everything's been left. You know, everything else is going to the side. You're hearing that hospitals, because I deal with some of the hospitals through my job, and they're saying either 6 to 8% down on hospital administrations. You know, people coming in, and because everything's just pushed towards coronavirus, and so everything else has been left aside. So that's a great story. That'll mean even more now to think of the song when I play it. So
no, mate. And you know, the thing is, probably now more than ever, being locked in and people being in domestic violence and family violence situations and shit like that. I mean, it gets pretty grim for a lot of folks. But you know, like you're saying, you've been listening to your records a lot. That's what people need to do, is just to chill out, find their favourite music and explore it, and just give themselves some, you know, mental health days and away from the stress of the news and everything, and just listen to music, because music's the great healer. You know what I mean?
One of the worst things ever is, you know, you say to people, for me, because obviously I live in Loch Lomond, beautiful where I live, and any time, any point, whenever I've had any problems or hassles or whatever, I just go out and I walk, and I head up to the loch and I walk for miles. But now you've got the lockdown situation where people are saying don't go out, and it's probably one of the worst things you can do. You know, I mean, you're probably the same here. They're saying don't go here, don't go there. But I'll go out. I've got 2 dogs, so I just take the dogs out and I head up to the hills. And people are looking at you through windows and pointing fingers, and you're going, look, I'm in the hills. No, I don't even see anything. I don't give a shit. You know, I'm just getting out of the way, and that's what it means. You know, it's just getting out in nature, and that's getting shut down as well.
Yeah, I think it's bad for people to be away from that nature for so long, you know?
Yeah. So same with it's family and friends as well. I mean, as you were talking earlier on, it's like, you know, we've got an extended family, so to speak, which is all the people we know at gigs. We run into all the same people, you know, and we all know each other. And that's like one thing come up today when I put a post up and I said, oh, I'm missing gigs, and everybody, one of them come back and went, it's not so much the bands I'm missing, it's all the people that I miss as well, that you meet on a regular basis, you know. And so I think one of the things that will come out of this is either there'll be a better acceptance of normal people to other people with mental health, because they're stuck in this position with a lockdown, and I think that's how a lot of people with mental health feel, you know, totally shut down, away from everybody, and they've got no contact, and people maybe will see that now and go, yeah, I get it, you know, so hopefully there'll be something will come out.
And hopefully there's a deeper appreciation for the entertainment industry also, you know.
Yeah.
They've been spoiled for entertainment, and bands come every week, and people just don't go and support the local bands or support and touring bands for that matter, you know, and so hopefully there's a deeper appreciation for that goes around after all this, you know.
Yeah, I suppose the only big worry is there's going to be a lot of the venues are not going to make it, and a lot of the promoters are going to give up as well. So it's going to be a tough time when it comes back out of this.
We haven't even gone close to the economic downturn of this crisis yet. This is still coming, you know. It's still coming a year down the track. So who knows, you know.
Yeah, I know it's going to take a while to unfold. Oh, okay. So getting back to Red now, I'm going to ask the stupid question: is the song "Red" going to be on the next album?
If it makes the cut.
We haven't written it yet.
You've set this one off now. You've got to follow through with that. If you write a shit song called Red, you're going to have to write a better one. Has to be on there. I was going to get the bookies with that one. You know, it's got to be on there. So how did that happen? In the first, how did we not make it?
Like Noel was saying before, you know, when we're demoing the songs, we pick the best of the best, and some of the songs stand up and some of them don't. And so for the first album, we'd already thought We Rise, which was one of our best songs. We'd play it last, and it was just a real pumper, you know. And we thought that's a great name for the album, because it's our trajectory, We Rise. We thought it was awesome. And then when we demoed all the songs for the album, We Rise just sounded a bit flat and just didn't quite have the impact. And we went, well, this song's better. And this song sounds better, and this song, so it didn't end up making it. So we thought we still want to call the album We Rise. And then when we demoed Be Like the River, we Rise to be in there because we're still really attached to the song. And we demoed it and it sounded great. We thought, oh, well, this is easy. Okay, and we had this song called Be Like the River, which it was totally different to anything we've written before. And at rehearsals, whenever we play it, we all get pumped up and we get a real feel-good factor from the song, something special about it. And so we demoed that for the album Be Like the River, and it just didn't make the cut. It just didn't sound good enough,
Yeah.
We wanted it on there and we couldn't. And then for this album, we demoed 30-odd songs. We made sure Be Like the River was in there, and we stuck to our guns, and because it was different from all the other songs, and it sounded, it's like, well, stylistically, it doesn't fit in with anything else. We went, who cares? It's our song, and it's an important song.
Absolute belter of a song.
And yeah, we, once it had been demoed, it sounded freaking great, and we couldn't deny it. So.
I think it was referred to by the producer as the orphan child, actually.
Orphan of.
But we still really enjoy playing it, and it's a cool song. It's got a good groove to it, man. It's like it's a fun song.
Got opinion. So what?
Was that Paul?
So he had an opinion. That's nice. But yeah, no one has used that word since, and I've been watching. I'm waiting for some onto it blooming reviewer to go, oh, that song actually sounds like a bit of an orphan. It's got different parents. Has that one got different parents? No, sir.
No, I'm glad it's on there. It's a cracking song. Okay, got another question to you both individually on this one. Obviously, you get the lockdown. You're not quite out yet, but when it is taken away, what are the first things you're going to do?
Really looking forward to rehearsal with the band, just getting together in the room, making some noise. I want to go for a decent big ride on my bike for a couple of days. Just get outside and run around.
Yeah, same. I just want to get out and play. I really want to play some live shows. I really want to play something loud. I want to make some
noise.
I'll make some fucking noise.
Yeah. So anybody around about the rehearsal studio, stay away for a while. It's going to be loud.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So how's Jen doing through it all? You still in contact? How's she coping with it?
Yeah, she's been really good, but on Friday her dog got put down.
Oh shit.
Yeah, her dog Dexter that she's had for ages, and it's part of the family, and he was sick and got put down, and so she's really bummed at the moment. She's like lost her best mate, so we're just giving her space.
But she's trying to keep her chin up. She's been doing her pole. She's got her pole set up in her house, and she's been spinning around on that. And I think she's been trying to channel some of her energy into that, and everybody needs an outlet, so that's good.
Yeah. Right.
It's awesome. She's got a pole at home. It's amazing, incredible. But just sad thing losing a pet.
No, yeah, I've been through that. I mean, as I say, I've just got we got a new one. She's 5 months now because Karina lost hers last year. It was 16-year-old. You just don't go over it. It's just a killer. It is. And she, we had it, and we, rather than go to the vet, we actually had the vet come in here, and we done it all really nice. And so it's a hard one. It's a tough one.
It really has been awful.
You spend more time than you do with family. Everyone else because they're there that time. So yeah. But if you're not a dog owner or a cat owner or anything like that, a lot of people just don't get it. It's a tough one. But anyway, guys, I know I was going to say you're busy. You're not got anything to do. But I know it's early. And anyway, I've got more drinking to do. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say thanks very much to you. And I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, same here, Richie.
Good luck with Red, because it deserves everything, I guess. It's an absolutely stunning album. I absolutely love it.
Thanks, Richie.